Item: SCP-1340. Code name: the Fraternal Order of Cave Mantas. Object Class: Safe. Special Containment Procedures: SCP-1340 is to be held within Containment Aquarium Tank 3 at Research Site 45. Personnel assigned to SCP-1340 are to observe standard aquatic zoological containment protocols. 150 kilograms of food pellets made up of ground krill will be deposited into SCP-1340's containment tank 4 times a week. Voltmeter and galvanometer instrumentation are to be installed within the tank to monitor and decipher fluctuations of electrical activity. Field agents in coordination with the Mexican government are advised to report any sightings of the remaining population of SCP-1340 within the Oxbelha cave system. Description: SCP-1340 is a species of cave-dwelling electroceptive rays belonging to the family shared with other Mantas mobulidae. SCP-1340 was discovered living within a large underwater chamber as part of an unexplored region of the Oxbelha cave system near Quintana Roo, Mexico. All specimens of SCP-1340 are distinguishable by their large triangular pectoral fins, horn-shaped cephalic fins, large terminal mouths, fading or complete loss of pigmentation, and usually range from 0.8 to 1.1 meters in width. SCP-1340 also have a pair of vestigial eyes. SCP-1340 possess two large electrocyte organs on each side of its head, where current passes from the lower to the upper surface of the body, allowing bioelectrogenesis to occur. SCP-1340 mainly uses this feature to communicate by utilizing electrical signals of varying voltage, amperage, and frequency. Foundation researchers and cryptanalysts have developed and calibrated an electroacoustic transducer for converting these electrical signals into audio, which is observed to be Spanish language. It is theorized that SCP-1340 may have learned to use Spanish language through exposure to man-made electromagnetic radio waves, specifically AM broadcasting. Since deciphering this electrical activity, it is now known that SCP-1340 are actually sapient and highly social. The colony in captivity has been revealed to be a selective council of 118 inducted male specimens of SCP-1340. The colony has been observed to regularly discuss business and other current events in an open forum governed by principles of parliamentary-like procedure. Level 1 access required. Access granted. Recorded transcript 1340-4021012. Forward. The following is an excerpt of transcript 1340-4021012. The transcript consists of the recorded conversations between SCP-1340 colony members translated into English language. Dated the 2nd of October, 2012. Begin log. The 2nd of October, 2012 at 2000 hours. SCP-1340 to 1312. I hereby call this meeting into order. Will the assembly now recite the pledge? All in unison. Since the time of the God signal, we, the ancient order, pledge to act in accordance with our morals to make decisions for the betterment of our children. We will do right to all manner of others after the laws and usages of our universe, without fear or favor, affection or ill will. We, the harbingers of the law, keepers of the peace, and defenders of the faith, we swear our allegiance to the greater good. SCP-1340 to 1312. Secretary, please recite the previous conclusions. SCP-1340 to 1335. The Foraging Committee is still looking into a cause for the changes in our food supply. A motion was called by one who feeds many. Motion was for temporarily bypassing membership policy for the Foraging Committee to induct volunteers as an effort to accomplish assigned tasks. Motion carries and volunteers were inducted. Motion was called by one who surprises easily. Motion was for a postponement of the Great Spirit Festival until further notice. Motion carries. Elder priest, one who converses with ancestors, is still contemplating for a reason why the God signal has stopped and is also attempting to understand these new alien signals. Interpretations will be delayed. Also, discussions continued on findings by the exploratory committee. Discussions were tabled for sake of time constraints. SCP-1340 to 1312. Very well. Is there any new business that needs to be discussed prior to reopening said discussion? SCP-1340 to 1335. Nothing was submitted. SCP-1340 to 1312. I hereby reopen previous discussions. Will the elder brother of the exploratory committee please recite the updated summary of their recent findings? SCP-1340 to 1335. The convener and council now recognizes one who looks in cold places. SCP-1340-107. Brothers of the Council. Based on our recent expedition attempts, we conclude that the Great Chamber has dramatically changed in shape for unknown rays. SCP-1340 to 1325. Blasphemous. SCP-1340 to 1367. Heretic. SCP-1340 to 1312. Order. Maintain order, I say. Heavy static over indecipherable rabbling. SCP-1340 to 1312. Order. Order. Rabbling decreases. SCP-1340 to 1312. I will not have this meeting be controlled by outbursts like this again. The Council will now refocus on one who looks in cold places. SCP-1340-107. Yes, for unknown reasons to us and in contradiction to everything we know about our universe. What we do understand is this. Our chamber is now smaller. Our chamber now takes on a seemingly symmetrical shape. A great layer of emptiness now exists above us. The floor is clean of stones or sand. And most importantly, food can no longer be found readily available but seems to originate from the emptiness. SCP-1340 to 1312. Thank you. Discussion amongst the Council brothers is now open. SCP-1340 to 1335. The convener and Council now recognizes one who swims in circles. SCP-1340 to 1370. Elder brother, are you saying that we are trapped inside the Great Chamber? SCP-1340-107. Well, not exactly. We have yet to find a sizable exit point. Our committee has discovered multiple tunnels where water flows in and out, but they are much too small to fit through. SCP-1340 to 1335. The convener and Council now recognizes one who pushes stones. SCP-1340 to 1351. Elder brother, could these tunnels be excavated? SCP-1340-107. We have not looked into that. SCP-1340-111. Well, shouldn't we? Seems rather imperative that we explore this. Light static over isolated rabbling. SCP-1340-111. Having said that, I would like to call to Mo. SCP-1340 to 1335. Please refrain from proposals until after the discussions have closed. SCP-1340 to 1368. Look to the prophecies. SCP-1340 to 1312. Order. Order. SCP-1340 to 1368. As it was foretold, at the beginning of the fourth reconciliation, which heralds SCP-1340 to 1312. Guards. Subjugate one who practices the old ways. SCP-1340 to 1368. The Great Return of the Prodigal Demons. The demons have killed our God signal. Beware of a sudden increase in distorted gain followed by intermittent clicks. SCP-1340 to 1312. Order. Brothers. We cannot tolerate such radical madness in this dire time. Now, let us continue with the discussions. End log. The 2nd of October, 2012 at 2021. Epilogue. After the meeting was adjourned, several specimens of SCP-1340 were seen scraping against the containment tank's drains and filter screens with their fins.